What up, people? We're back in Anime Last Stand, and in today's video, I'm just going to show you how to start the game. So, I'm going to tell you which characters to get, I'm going to tell you what to do when you first log into the game, and I'm going to tell you how to get good characters, how to get rerolls, how to farm jewels and gems, and I'm going to tell you all the other stuff that I do to get my ult to Last World, and also how to beat the bare bones thing. Basically, to get to World 2, you have to beat bare bones, and some people struggle at it. It's not too tough. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to go over anything and everything. All right, so let's just jump into it. When you first get into the game, what you want to do is enter in all the codes. Now, I know they have a code for 10,000 emeralds. There's probably like you're gonna basically have to go to a site and go to different sites because some sites don't have all the codes. So just go to multiple sites, enter in all the codes, go to another site, see if the top, usually it's the first couple of codes that they don't have, you know? Some sites are very slow to update. But anyways, let's say you log in. This is an alt, by the way. You log into the game and you enter in all the codes, you have money. Now you don't know who to spend it on. A good starting unit would be Garu Tatsumaki. Speedwagon is a money unit. He's a really good unit to get. You can only roll in Mythic Banner 1. So basically, you'll see Garu either here, or there's also Crimson Knight. Basically Ingress. Ingress is very good to start. But I would try to save your rerolls for Tatsumaki. So this is what Garu looks like. This is Garu. He's Evo'd though. If you gotta Evo him, you're gonna have to get the bandage on Hero Association Act 6. You might as well just do it on normal if you're gonna grind for that. And it's pretty easy if you have Tatsumaki with Overlord. That's why I say save your rerolls, because you're probably going to have hundreds of rerolls. You want to spend them all on Tatsumaki the minute you get her. But the only way to roll for Tatsumaki is you have to get to Namek. Basically, yeah, you have to get to Namek Nightmare and beat Act 6. So you have to do... I suggest doing everything in Nightmare, because when you do it in Nightmare, you basically claim rerolls. Now... Ingress, this is what Tatsumaki looks like. So Green Esper. She appears in the second banner. When you see her, you get her right away. If you want to actually get really good, I suggest you join the Anime Last Stand Discord, where you could just click here and you see what banners there are. So there's Grammy. This doesn't matter. You're going to be looking at these banners right here. Save your rerolls, save your gems. Oshi's also good. So if I search idol, like let's just scroll through a couple banners, see if we could see any good units that they show. Look, Crimson Knight right here. Very good unit. That's a unit right there that you want to get. You also need an air unit. When I didn't have an air unit, I was using him right here. He appears in the first banner. He's a legendary and he attacks air. Tatsumaki is, yeah, you're going to need an air unit for sure. Because without an air unit, you're going to struggle. He's not a good unit. I wouldn't suggest rolling anything on him because you're not going to get good with him. He's just there until you get Tatsumaki so you could progress a little, you know? You want to get a money unit, an air unit, idol too. Let's see if we can find idol. She's on the second banner only. You know what? But yeah, just join the Discord. Anime Last Stand. I'm sure if you go to the Roblox page, it should be on the Roblox page, their Discord for the game. All right, so let's look at idol. And there's also businessman. If you see him, get him. Oops. So businessman. He is also on the second banner. He's a celestial, and you should get him for sure. Crimson. I'm sure I have a crimson here. Yeah, this dude's very good. He does full AoE eventually. Very good. Yeah. If you wanna get a really good head start, another strat is to go AFK. Let's say if you're trying to farm an ult, you go AFK for a little bit and just stay AFK for a whole day. Literally don't play the game. AFK, only wait for the banner. So instead of like not playing the game, you could just AFK and eventually you're going to get these items. Where is it? Yeah, demon capsules. You could probably get around like 50 a day or probably more. Probably get around 60, 70 a day just by AFKing for 24 hours. Once you get these, basically you could get one of the best starter units in the game, which is Rengoku. Rengoku drops from it. Sometimes you could get lucky and get him in like 40. You know, usually you get him around in 100. If you have 100, you're usually like a 60% chance of getting them, I swear. Because it did increase the drop rate of him. He's one of the best units. So if you do get him, then I don't think you really need Tatsumaki. I would still suggest getting Tatsumaki, but you could start spending your rerolls on him. If you do get Garu, and you do get the bandage after playing Act 6 on Hero Association in World 1, basically Evo him, and then you could start rolling on Garu, I would suggest. So, if I had to tell you what you need to do for the bare bones, I would do Tatsumaki. So let's just unequip all. This is what you should do. Tatsumaki, Garu, you need the businessman. I have abilities. First of all, it's bare bones, so you don't even need like abilities. This doesn't matter if they're like they don't have good abilities, because for World 2, you're gonna be fighting a bare bones thing. You know? You're gonna be fighting against bare bones means that they don't have any passives. Right now they made it easier. They made it so the level counts. So he could be level 85 with no passive, which is a lot better than what it was before. Before he was level 1. And then Crimson. Okay. Who else would I put there? Let's see. Let's just check it out. I would actually put Idol. If you have both Businessman and Idol, I would make sure you have both. And you're going to need someone else. Gojo could be good. If you have Gojo, if Gojo's on a banner and he does get it, he's basically just a mythic. So yeah, he appears like this. He's basically just a mythic. And he evolves, he's really good. He evolves into this. I wouldn't suggest rolling on him though. Not until like focus on Tatsumaki, you know. Tatsumaki's easy because she doesn't need no Evo. But you could use Gojo. Who else could use? I know someone used they had Boa for slow. Because sometimes you just want to slow. One Punch Man is good too, but he needs the core to Evo. You're going to need mythic shards and stuff. And yeah, it might be a little bit too much for some people to grind. Ichigo's alright too. If you have Ichigo Evo and you have a friend to give you the mask. Also, if you have anything from like Summer, if let's say you didn't play for a while, Summer's good. But these dudes are exclusive units. They're hard to get again. Sukuna's alright. If you evo Sukuna. The thing about Gojo is you need 2 Gojos to evo him. So yeah. Gas is also good. If you get the Evo of gas, that's good. I suggest you get a friend, you know, to give you some items in the beginning. Genos is also one of the good starter units. I forgot about that. If you're starting a game and you see Genos, he's like a meta unit. Don't Evo him. He's a meta air unit because he's cheap and he just, yeah, he'll get you through the beginning stages for sure, for sure. All right, so Ruki is all right too. But yeah, basically, probably like this. Probably something like this. I would say gas. I would say try to get gas Evo. How much does he cost to Evo? Let's see. Yeah, he's really cheap to Evo. You just have to get some common spirit shards. The way you get spirit shards is you just grind some normal ones, some challenges. Challenges are very simple. I have a video on how to AFK all the challenges, especially if you have Tatsumaki. But yeah, I'll show that video right here on the top of the screen, how to AFK all the challenges in World 1. But let's get to World 2, right? So you get to World 2, you don't have that many gems. You're going to have to wait for a banner that has Benimaru. That's the first thing you want to do. So this dude right here, she's actually really good too. If you get her, that's sick. But Benimaru is going to be your GOAT. He's going to help you get through a lot of these challenges in the beginning. Benimaru. So yeah, this dude right here, he just runs stuff. He's basically meta for World 2. He's still one of the best starting units in the game. Once you have him, you kind of chill. And yeah, I want you to level up Benimaru, obviously, get their max skill tree. The best way to max a skill tree is actually World 1. If you do World 1, normal, infinite, the enemies are a lot easier. Now they're gonna, in World 2, they're gonna have different elements. Elements means that they're harder to kill, depending on what element you have. So I'm gonna go through this once. Well, I'm just gonna show you the caverns, you know? Caverns explain it really well. If you go to cavern, it says, these are the advantages. Nature is good against water, 300% damage. You have fire, you're doing less damage. Fire, water's better. Nature's worse. For nature enemies, fire's better, water's worse. Dark, light units destroy them, and for light units, dark units destroy them. So, yeah, what you're gonna want to do is you're just gonna want to do these. Try to, if you have like Rengoku, this Hogtown is a leaf unit, so any fire units are gonna pretty much deal with that. The way you check their element is you just go, it's just at the top here. You can even sort by element to see which elements you have. These are going to be a lot tougher than World 1 though. So make sure that if you have like a Benimaru with a good passive, you should be able to do it, you know? That's why I say save your rerolls. Don't be spending them all. Or if you have a Rengoku with a good passive. I'm sure that Rengoku glitch could solo the whole thing. Even the ones he's not good on. But yeah, Garu's really, really good for starting. He's one of the best starters for if there's fire units. Okay, so I'm going to tell you which ones are which element. Hogtown is leaf, so you want fire units. This one is dark units, so you want light units. Firebase are fire units, so you want water units. That's when Garu comes in play. Demon Skull is fire units again, so you want water units. Garu again. Shibuya is basically leaf units, so you want fire units. Abandoned Cathedral are water units, so you want leaf units. Morio is leaf units, so you want fire units. and Soul Society is light units, so you want dark units. Once you complete, I would suggest just doing it on normal. You know, Nightmare, you do get more stuff, but just complete it on normal to get through. There's also legend stages eventually that you can unlock for doing that. This is how to get wings. This is how to get cursed essence. This is how to get some units. If you ever want to know what things drop, you just have to click on stuff, right? You just click and it tells you exactly the drop rate. For different places, for different difficulties, the drop rate increases or decreases. So if, let's say, I click on Hogtown and I go over here, so you can see there's 1%. If I go to Nightmare, it increases. This is not in... some of the stuff doesn't work in World 1. I would check to make sure it increases or decreases. Like the Garou Bandage doesn't matter if you're Nightmare or if you're normal. If you do it, it's still the same drop rate. It's not going to increase just because you switch difficulties. Okay, so that's basically that for the story. So yeah, they all drop different stuff. You know, you just have to go through it, see what you need, see what you want. Now, Benimaru, basically, he's the GOAT. If you're gonna have to grind for I suggest don't get Escanor. You might want to do the steps to get Escanor, but I don't suggest you getting them because there's a dude right now that does, like, this dude does basically the same or if not more than Escanor. Escanor is good because he does a 20% damage. He gives your team 20% damage boost. So maybe getting him eventually is good. But if you're looking for a good fire unit, he's a good fire unit. Escanor is a better starter unit because this dude's not hybrid right away. But I would still say that if you're looking for a good fire unit for late game, this dude, he's easier to get than fire Escanor. This is also a good fire unit. Let's just go through it. Fire. Oops, let's not search that. We're going to go through all the good units. Basically, all the good types of units. All right. So, Escanor's a good fire unit. He's a good fire unit. He's amazing at fire. Ichigo is a good fire. It's all right fire unit. He's not really a good fire unit. This is the best fire unit you could get. Legit, because he starts and he finishes everything, you know? Especially for story. He just runs stuff right now. She is one of the best units because she's good in everything. Perfect Seal means that whatever element they are, she does 300% more damage. So if you get her, I would suggest rolling on her. Try to get her a good passive like Overlord, Avatar, or Glitched. Try to get that on her because she will destroy stuff. I think she does cost $1,000 to place. Correct me if I'm wrong. Also, if you guys have any other teams that you guys used to get past World 1, bare bones, leave it in the comments, you know? Maybe other people don't have the same setup as me or don't have those same units. Let me know what worked for you. All right, now back to looking at the... Yeah, those are basically the fire units you need. For water units, it's going to be a little bit tougher. There's going to be Quincy King is basically the secret on Banner 3. Rimuru you can't get anymore, so don't even look at him. Rukia is very good. You could get her on Banner 1. She's basically an epic. She's an epic, and you could evo her. The evo items are not costly, but she does cost Cavern Essence. So if I go over here, she needs water essence, and that's like, you gotta grind for that. It's not too much though. You could probably get, the best thing you could do right now is get someone to help you with that. Like, or you could just grind Impossibles a little, because Impossibles, I believe it does drop at least 15. Let me check for Caverns. Basically, I'm just showing you, if I go normal, you don't get, oh, you get 1 to 5 now. Before, you want to do these ones though, because you want Soul Candy, and I'll explain why you want Soul Candy later. But yeah, these are the best to get, Purgatories. But a lot of times you could just chat people and say, hey, can someone help me in Purgatory? I suggest you not trade with nobody really if you don't know what you have, because you probably will get scammed in this game. You're going to trade something good for something that you need, and they're probably going to rip you off. So I would suggest not trading with anybody, even friends, yo. Just grind and get stuff for free. All right, let's go back to water units. Yeah, don't trade nothing. If you're going to go for a starter unit, bowback is actually good. I think I traded my bowback to my other account. But yeah, let's not talk about that. Starter unit is Garu for water. Really. So he's water, Garu, very good starter unit. Also Law, but you have to have the Evo Law. Very good starter unit for water. Okay, that's about it. If we're going to go nature, he's all right, but he's not that good. These dudes you can't get anymore. Tatsumaki runs Leaf. Tatsumaki's Leaf, she runs Leaf. This dude drops, he's a Celestial on Banner 3. He's very good, but he costs nature to Evo. You're going to have to do some things, but he's one of the best nature units in the game right now, besides the lady that does damage to all units. You know, besides that needle lady. She's basically the best Leaf unit in the game. But he is a good starter. He costs only 700, and he does crazy amount of damage. He'll carry you through any Leaf things. But I wouldn't focus too hard on getting those. This dude's also good, but you're gonna need the wings. Basically, if you're gonna get the wings, you have to do the new Hollow World. You're gonna have to do this one right here if you're gonna want to get wings for him. He drops from where is it? Boom, boom. Yeah, he drops. That's those wings right there. If you're gonna do Purgatory, you get a 4% drop, but Purgatory can be hard. Yeah. So basically, if you're gonna get Ulquiorra, which is pretty good unit, he's a pretty good unit. You're gonna have to get him from World 1. He drops in Hollow Dimension, Act 6. I suggest you do Hollow 6, Act Dimension, World 1 on Nightmare to get his oh, I don't have him. He's a legendary unit, basically. Any Evos. But you're gonna need also Nature Essence and everything like that. So it's the same dilemma. You're gonna have to get carried, or you're gonna have to grind some nightmares before you could actually start getting some good characters and then solo some nightmares yourself, you know? I would suggest do it with friends. If you have a main, then obviously you know what to do already. And this video is not for you. But still, if let's say you're coming back to this game and you want an alt, that's still good to get. If we're going to go with light units, Gojo runs things. I would suggest getting Evo him. If you're going to get him Evo'd, basically this is what it's going to cost. Prison Realm is pretty expensive to craft, and he does require mythic shards. So always check the gold shop. If you're going to play this game, always check gold shop. Never not check gold shop, because there could be mythic shards in there. So it restocks in 30 minutes. That's very good, very good. You could also go the pay to win route, which I don't suggest. Like, literally. Like, it's not even worth it, to be honest. Yeah. Nah. 2 mythic shards for 1,000 Robux. No, thank you. 8 mythic shards. Oof. Damn. Yeah, we don't look at those. I've never bought anything like that. You don't have to. Okay, let's continue with the units. Sorry if I'm a little all over the place. Just trying to not forget anything. Yeah, so light units, you basically only have Gojo. You have Grammy. Grammy runs shit. He basically drops from Banner 3. He appears as a mythic. So while you're opening, if you get a banner with Needle Queen, Benimaru, and Grammy, Giorno, he's a mythic too. If you get a banner with all 3, you basically won the lottery, yo. For real. or all 4, you won the lottery. Big lottery. I would suggest you roll a lot. So, yeah. Grammy, basically, he's one of the best. She's really good too, but she's hard to get. You can't really get her unless you're trading your arm and your leg. Yeah. So, light units, you have her. We're going to get into which dudes you should go for. Now, if we're going to go dark, Benimaru solos. Legit. Benimaru solos. Dark. You're going to want to, if you get Benimaru, use all your rerolls on him. He's going to be your bread and your butter. Another dark unit, Diabolo. Diabolo, one of the best starting units in the game, period. He's cheap to place down, and he's cheap to upgrade. He does basically dismember, or not dismember. He does something else. Either ways, he does a crazy, what is it called? Hemorrhage. He does hemorrhage, basically. He just slaps, yeah. So if you get him, you got to evo him. This is what it costs to evo him. He appears on banner 3, and you have to craft a cell phone. For crafting stuff, when I say you have to craft stuff, basically there's 2 places to craft things, okay? There's right here. You just have to scroll down and find it. Usually it's at the bottom of crafting stuff. But they cost some things, you know? This is for, you don't need this. Quincy Cloak, basically that's for Grammy. If you want to get those things, you really, the best way to do it is to do portals. So if I go items and I go to portals, Soul King Palace, no. You want to go for Inner Dimension. Inner Dimension is where you go grind for that. I'm not sure if Soul King drops that. I don't think so, though. I don't think it's Soul King Palace. But you could get these portals from AFK in raids. We'll talk about raids later, though. Bare Bones. Yeah, all these, you want these portals, basically. And the way you could get these portals is you just go to Infinites and you could farm them. That's why I say you should do story first. Because if you click on Infinites, they drop different things. You know? Watch. This one's Demon Skull. You don't need that one. Soul Society. This is the one you want. You see? So you could just AFK normal infinite and you could get these portals. Or you could join someone who's already doing them and just get carried. I suggest you try to find it in the lobby. Ask anyone if they have tier 5 portals. You know? Usually if you're playing with friends though. You know? If you don't have friends, it's going to be a little longer. There's going to be a little bit of a grind at first. This wheel not going to probably exist anymore. So you could get stuff like mythic shards from this. Stuff like that. But it's probably not going to exist anymore. This event's gone as soon as they update the game. So don't pay attention to that. Yeah. For techniques, obviously just go for these. Overlord, Avatar, Entrepreneur, and glitches at the end here, but you can't see it. But don't, make sure you click them off. You want to have it like this. Everything that's like this in red means that it's going to basically roll off. That means you're not going to get it. But I guess when you start out, just have it all like this. Just roll and let it stop. You know, don't take off the trade thing. Because basically it's going to roll over it. I don't know if you want diamond on your, I would suggest rolling for diamond on your money units first. And then trying to get entrepreneur later, you know? But that's once you have a lot of reroll. Go for diamond, try to get entrepreneur, hope for glitched. That's the strat. Glitched is very good on money units because it gives them so much more. Let me show you the stats of the index of the passives that I'm talking about. So Overlord gives you this. Avatar gives you this. And glitched gives you this. So glitched is the best. Especially even for money, you know? 60% money. Entrepreneur gives you this. and diamond gives you this. All scene's not bad. All scene's not bad. So if you do get all scene on Tatsumaki, maybe use it for a little bit, you know? That's okay. I say that it's not gonna carry you as far as you want. You're gonna still struggle at a certain point. But yeah. I would say that try to go for Overlord, Avatar, or Glitched. Alright, let's go through the units. So dark units. Basically, yeah. I already said it. You have to get Benimaru from third banner, and you have to get the Diabolo from the third banner. He's a celestial. Okay, so yeah, that's about it, right? We went through light, we went through water, we went fire. Yeah, we did everything. So I would suggest getting yeah, anything that I didn't tell you about. This dude's good too. If you get him eventually, then you could just get every character and do collections. There's also an index here if you ever need to claim some stuff. You could do you get rerolls and stuff for doing that. There's an infinite castle too here that eventually at the end of the season, if you complete all 100 rounds, you get a wolf capsule, which later can be opened and traded. I suggest you not trade nothing in this game. You're going to get scammed, especially as a new player. Yeah. So you basically, when you complete these rooms, you can never go back. Like, I can't just play 93. You just have to keep progressing. And yeah, that's what you do. So if you're gonna craft, let's talk about souls now. So souls are very helpful. The soul you should focus on the most is gonna be getting idol soul and getting businessman soul. You're gonna need cursed orbs. Not cursed orbs, cosmic essence. I think you need like 20 for idol and 30 for businessman. So you're gonna need to do these and get money. So yeah. Literally, if you get Diabolo with Avatar, you're kind of running shit right now, you know? And I'll explain why getting Avatar with Diabolo is good. Because then you're able to go into here. You have to basically beat all these. You don't have to actually beat number 6. You could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And number 6 unlocks. When number 6 unlocks, you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And once you get here, this is going to be where you farm all your jewels. Because number 6 is so easy to beat. Literally, just by placing an avatar, Diabolo, you'll be able to get, this is a guaranteed drop every time you do this. Aizen's not really good for any use. He's really, like, he's only for infinite. Technique shards. This is what you're going to be getting. You're going to be getting a lot of these, and you're going to be getting shitload of jewels. So I suggest you AFK once you get a good passive on Diabolo. So roll on Diabolo. That's going to be a must. Benimaru is good for story, but Diabolo, yeah. Maybe, yeah. If you don't get Benimaru and you get Diabolo, focus on getting Diabolo. The only thing is, he needs to Evo, right? Benimaru doesn't need to Evo. Once you get him, he's good to go. That's why I say to roll on Benimaru first, instead of going for Diabolo. But I would actually maybe hold off my rerolls and try to use it to get Avatar and Diabolo, because then I could get more rerolls. Literally, it's an easy, tiny task. All you have to do, it's an easy AFK method. You could solo these like crazy and get so much. There is boosted rewards for the first 3. I do believe that Ninja you get more. You get 4 to 5. Ninja takes slightly a little bit more time, but the pool is bigger. So you farm Leaf Village for that. Yeah. This dude's alright. I wouldn't suggest you getting him. They nerfed him a little. But yeah. Farm these to get your jewels and get your technique shards. And you get good XP, you know? You get decent XP. You're leveling up characters. Farm that, you know? That's what I'm actually doing right now. If I want to show you, I'm just AFK kind of. And I'm farming on my main. Let's just show you it real quick. Kato. Yeah, look. Just doing that, chilling. Alright. So, we're going to talk about souls. Which souls you need. So yeah, You need to get a bunch of cosmic essence to craft. You're going to get money easily. Basically, when you do those raids, you could go to this raid shop right here. This is how you craft other items for stuff. This is for Ichigo. This is for Smoker. Don't worry about the other stuff. You could also probably get Itachi. If you get Itachi, but I don't know. If you get Itachi, yeah, he's all right. He's probably going to be good for the World 1 trial. But, yeah. You're going to want to buy these, too. So if you go soul tokens, you buy these. And now you're doing 50% more damage. Plus 10%, plus 15%, plus 25%. You know, 10% because you can buy 2 of those. Basically, to get easy money is you just go over here and you buy the cheapest item. You get so much of these spooky things. I buy a little bit of each because in case someone wants to trade. But yeah, you just basically spend your money on that and you go into items and then make sure you don't delete the items you care about though. That's very important because that hurts. So if I go, let's say to, where's the Rukia goggles? Where's Rukia goggles? Yeah, right here. Look, if I go like this, I get money. Look, I'm at 934. If I go here and I click on this, I'm at 939. So I get 5 G's just by doing that. And that's quite a bit of money, you know? So that's a good way to farm. You're farming jewels, you're farming money, you're farming rerolls. And yeah, you're also getting evil items. So this is literally the best for starters. And it's easy to do right now. Unless they change it in the next update and make it a little harder, which I don't think they're going to do. But yeah, craft cosmic essence. You're going to need 1 of each essence to craft. That's why you have to do a bunch of those. I would say go for the wish soul. Basically, to get the wish soul, all you need is 1 Oshi. No, not one of these. One of these. Don't upgrade them. And make sure, and then you craft this. One of the most important things about this is they need stuff sometimes. They need like units. If I go to like this, you see how it needs a unit? If you press extract, it will delete your unit. You will lose your unit. So the most important thing ever in this game is lock your units. You care about this unit right here? Lock him. Now he won't be deleted. You care about this unit right here? Lock him. You care about this one? Lock him. Make sure you lock all your units. You can see it right here. If you don't know if it's locked, if it's bugging, if it's slow, just reload it. Just make sure you don't delete your units. You want to keep that unit? Lock it. That's the most important thing in this game is locking the units you actually grind for. Because there are things that could delete. If you go never... Well, big crack. You guys didn't hear that. If you go to sell mode, look, you could sell all your units at once. You could literally delete all your units by accident. By just clicking on one of these. Don't ever click on sell all and then click on the unit type, yo. Go 1 through 1. It's gonna take a little longer, but you're gonna be sure that you're selling the units you want. And always make sure to scroll and see which one you're selling before you press sell. Because you don't want to fuck up. Alright. Another soul that's really good is this one. I would suggest you get this one. For this, you're going to need, I think it's GURP. So you need an Admiral Cape. You could get that from Raid. Act 6. Marine Raid. That's the first raid in Act 6. And you could get donuts. So that's another currency. You're going to need raid currency. You're going to have to do quite a bit. You could probably get a friend to hook you up. But yeah, raid essence. You're going to have to buy some donuts. And you're going to get the cape from Marine Ford. It always shows you what you need. Shanks is really bad right now. But yeah. Only X6 drops the cape. But you should be able to just get it from a friend. Really, a lot of people have them. They're not... You shouldn't be trading your life for it, you know? They're literally worthless. Everything I'm telling you that you could trade, the only thing that's worth a lot are evil items. For like... for Ukiora, for Garu, for any of these units that you need to evo in World 2, those are kind of expensive, except for the ones you get from the raid shop. Any unit, any item you see in raid shop is worth nothing in the game. Don't get scammed. I'm trying to cover everything, yo. So yeah, Gerp. I think you need Gerp. You need Mad Tough, and I think you need Baldy. Mad Tough, Gerp, yeah. And you need Mad Tough. You need those, and then you get damage. You get boss damage and mini damage. So you can see this does boss damage, this does mini boss damage, and this does damage. Yeah. So you need those 3 souls to craft. Don't ever upgrade them. If you extract and get that shit, don't upgrade. Because you're going to use them. You're going to be wasting your soul candies. To upgrade, it costs soul candies. So let me just see if everything I have is pretty much maxed. Or I have to craft it. But yeah, basically when it shows you to upgrade stuff, it's going to show you that, yeah, don't ever do this. You're going to extract this and lose your Tatsumaki. That's going to be tough. Lock your units, people. Lock your units. Make sure the units are locked before you extract. Double check, triple check, quadruple check. It's going to save you time. Because some people will just quit the game if they lose their good units, you know? And I don't want you to do that. I want you to cry. Alright. So, soul candies. For Nightmare, they drop 1 soul candy. I suggest you do purgatories. If you can't, if you can't do purgatories, do purgatories. I have a video on soloing every purgatory with 1 unit. So there. So 41 and 11. Okay, cool. Alright. So you just click on the link up on the top here. So yeah. That'll show you how to solo every purgatory with 1 unit. But I'm gaming though. Let's see what he's offering. There's also trade from people. If you're going to trade someone, never go first. Let them trade you. This dude's shit. He's fucking dog water. Throw that shit in the trash. He has no value. If you're a collection person, yeah. Why is he trading Poopy? You see? He's trading Poopy. I was going to offer him like a piece of poo. Just let them go. They're not worth anything, those units. They're cool for collection. And they're cool for like index. That's about it. But you could probably have a friend just send it to you, the unit, if you're going to do index, right? If your friend gives you a unit and then you go and you try to claim it, it's not going to work. You have to leave and rejoin, and then you could claim it. And then give your thing back to your friend, That's how it works. All right. So, for challenges. Challenges are pretty tough in this. You're going to have to really get a good unit to solo these challenges with a good passive. Soul Society Act 1, that means you're going to need Benimaru or Diabolo with a good passive. For the first 10, you get boosted drops. So that means you're going to get higher chance of getting mythic shards, which is what you want to do. So I suggest every day you do 10 of those on only World 2. If you're going to AFK it for a long time, like, I don't know, for 24 hours, go to World 1. It's going to be easier. Tatsumaki solos all World 1. If you have Tatsumaki with Overlord, Avatar, or Glitched, she solos everything. Max skill tree, no max skill tree, doesn't matter. She destroys. Yeah. Just make sure to upgrade her too, though. You're going to have to do a little tiny task where you upgrade her. That could be seen in my video where I solo all the raids and all the World 1 things. You could click in the video info card thing at 11 minutes. All right. So let's talk about the units you have to get. So there's godly units in this game. That's not how you search for godly units. There we go. So he is one of the meta units. I will have a video showing you how to get him. The biggest grind for him, though, is going to be Megumi. Megumi is a low chance of dropping. You're going to basically have to beat these legend stages, and you're going to get Megumi. I'll show you a video, boom, at the top in the info card. That's how you get Sukuna and do all the things, okay? So, because basically you have to unlock, there's like a secret quest to unlock the Evo. If I go to Sukuna and I click on this and I lock him, you're not going to have this evolve thing. You're going to have to do a secret quest to get it. And I'll show you it, yeah, if you click on the info card. And that's basically it. I suggest you get him. You can't get Dio anymore. Pride, there's no point in getting him. There is a new one that just dropped out, the Ichigo. If you go to quests and I go to permanent godly trials, Ichigo is very good to start. He basically runs shit in the beginning. His 3 crumbling ore is really easy to get. You could get carried on this. You could get carried on this. This quest line is basically you have to get Evo Rukia. You have to get Rukia, which comes from, you have to Evo her all the way there. She's epic. Ichibei. So you basically get him from Banner 3. He's a Celestial. And then you have to Evo him. He costs stuff. You have to do a bunch of these. In Culture, you could craft in the item crafting station. Over here. You can craft them right here. He's going to require you do some portals too, though. For that. In Culture, all these need portals. You can see all the price for everything, you know. It's not hard. Time Essence, if you're gonna grind for that in Time Essence, you're gonna have to do I think it's a Morio. If you want to get like those Evo, let me just show you real quick. Alright. Yeah. So you're gonna have to go here and grind these ones to get that Time Essence. Or you could just trade it. People could trade it. They have a lot, you know, it's not hard to get. If I check out, look, I have 100 right here, you know, just chilling. I have like probably like over 1,000 chilling on different accounts. But yeah, not for like just telling you. It's not hard to get. You could grind that shit. You could probably get it. I wouldn't trade your whole life for it. Now, when you, to complete the quest, basically you have to talk to him. This one quest. Let me see. Boop, boop, boop. If I go to units, those are the 2 units you have to Evo. Once you get, so you see I completed it. Because I have everything. And you also have to have energy. You have to have 2,000 energy. And you also have to do this challenge thing for the event. I don't know what's going to happen, actually. You know what? This could be really tricky. I don't know if they're going to take this out. Because one of the things is you have to contribute 2,000 points to your team. So this is the team. Quincy versus Shinigami. And, yeah. You basically have to contribute 2,000 points. I don't know what's going to happen. Because, look. It's going to say, like, he's going to tell you to complete this quest. You're going to have to do that. So I'm not too sure about that. What is there? Is there something else I need to tell you guys? I don't think so. I think we pretty much summed it all. Just AFK to start and wait for Tatsumaki in the banner. And try to get demon capsules. If you have a friend to give you demon capsules, do it. Buy from the shop. Craft those 2 things I told you to craft in here. Brute force and this. Put it on your money unit. Put it on your damage unit. Sorry for the alarms going off. I think that's about it. Then it's just about getting the new units. When new updates drop, usually new units are very good. There's going to be Alucard, Perona, and some other units dropping. Dan to Dan. I think there's a unit from Dan to Dan dropping. But yeah, that's about it, yo. If I left out anything, I don't think Battle Pass is worth it. Okay, another note, I don't think Battle Pass is worth it. Just grind normally. And you get a unit usually at the end. The way you unlock Battle Pass is through just grinding kills. Best way to do it, infinite, or just farm the raids. Because eventually you'll unlock it, especially if you're soloing it. If you do it with someone, they might take a kill, so it's going to take a little longer. You know, especially if they have some dude who attacks faster. Use all the codes. Titles don't really matter. Don't trade it with nobody. if you gotta complete quests, they're cool and all. I don't really do them anymore. I just prefer grinding, soloing raids, you know? There's pretty much nothing left to do. Just hopefully this video helps you out, and this is how to get started in the game, yo. So let me know if I left out anything, and take care, yo. If you like these videos, let me know if you want more videos like this. Peace!